Games in CODEM can come down to two things: mechanical skill like aiming and movement, and game awareness like game sense and overall game knowledge. One of the most important game knowledge you can acquire in this game is knowing the roles and how to play them. So I'm going to teach you the different roles in just under 5 minutes. Let's go! Now the first and the most exciting role is the Slayer, or also known as the Fragger. The main job of this player is to try to take control of positions on the enemy's side of the map. This can mean spawn trapping the enemies or flanking people who are camping at power positions. Since you will be the front line, you are expected to get a lot of kills. To help you fight, you will need to use light score streaks like UAV to know where the enemies are, and Shock RC to get easy kills. This role is best suited for players who have really good aim and movement, so if you're going to play this role, I recommend you to watch guides. I've created one for movement, so if you want to check it out, links will be down in the description. Most traditional Slayer use these loadouts. Next is the Anchor role. If the Slayer is the most exciting role, then the Anchor is the most game-changing role. They are the ones who control where your team and enemy team spawns. But how do good Anchors do this? They do this by rotating early to the next hardpoint and staying in a power position wherein they can provide cover and a good spawn point for the team. If you are wondering why you spawn so far from the hardpoint while the enemy team spawns so close, it's probably because of the anchor of the enemy team. I can't go too in depth with this role in this video, but I plan to make a future video wherein I teach you the best spots in each map to anchor, so stay tuned for that. Traditionally, anchor players use medium to long range weapons. Here are some loadouts that I see most anchors use. So we have the most exciting, the most game-changing, and now the most important role, the objective player, or the OBJ. As the name suggests, they are the ones who stay in the hardpoint flags and get the points whilst also protecting it from the inside. I don't know why, but objective players get looked down upon, but it is actually one of the hardest roles to do. They have to stay in the hardpoint whilst trying to dodge different projectiles like termites and concussions. And most of the time, they are forced to battle multiple enemies at once, since teams go to the hardpoint in groups and not one by one. If you do plan to do this role, here are some things traditional OBJ players use. The most important one is definitely the trophy system, so you can avoid getting hit by projectiles. And using heavy perks combined with persistence and hardline is also not a bad choice, since you will be practically racking up those points inside the hardpoint. And lastly, we have the most versatile role, the support role. They are the ones who substitute a player and do their role if they die or for some reason cannot do the role at the moment. In most competitive teams, this role is more of a secondary role. So for example, in NRX, Idra is their anchor, but he is also the support. To make it easier to understand, let's make a scenario. Let's say your OBJ dies and is finding it difficult to get back into position. As a support, your job is to stay in the hardpoint and substitute until the OBJ gets back. And there you have it, all the roles in less than 5 minutes. If you learned something new and want to support my small channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you can leave a like and subscribe. Right now, I'm preparing a video for Undead Siege, so if you want to know the secrets to winning even with randoms, then turn on your notification. This have been Opti, and thanks for watching. お前はもう死んでいる。